welcome to Barely Necessities. It's our live discussion of Disney merchandise here at Laughing Place. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca, and over there, over there, I'll get that right one of these days, over there, is Rebecca Burbank. How are you?
Yes, I'm here.
She made it. Geo saying, hey, howdy, hey. Appreciate those of you joining us. If your day was anything like ours, it's one of those things where you get out of your rhythm. You have
Yep.
a rhythm, and then in our case over here at the Mosley house, our teenage boy celebrated his 16th birthday yesterday. So still kind of recovering from a little bit of that fun. It was very nice. Got together with some of his friends to go. He wanted to share with them his love of teppanyaki, so we took his closest friends over to Benihana for a nice lunch.
That's really cool.
So that's the what you gonna do. But it's kind of funny because it ties in nicely with our first item, which is from Disney Store Japan. These are so beautiful, Becca.
Yes, they are. We've got some Sakura plush, and as it says in our headline, it's available to the US shoppers for the first time. Yeah, how cute is this? Baymax with the with the little cherry blossoms on his head there.
I love how it looks like the cherry blossom just kind of, in some cases, just kind of floated down and landed somewhere upon the plush. And the plush itself is this unique, super squishy, soft, not the traditional kind of, very, I don't know, they're more fuzzy. I guess
Yes.
fuzzy is what I'll say.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. There is that like fuzzier that it looks more luxurious, almost
Mhm.
like a softer softer plush.
And we've got a collection of Pooh's friends. But okay, so Geo is saying that Stitch looks like a bunny. Well, okay. I mean, I don't see the bunny so much here. I get it. Maybe a little bit more pointy ear for the Stitch. But the one that really threw me is Piglet. Because when I first looked at that, I saw a rabbit. But
Yeah, so did I.
okay. So that's the one. That's the one that really threw me for a loop. But oh, Winnie the Pooh with the little pink sakura, the cherry blossom pink shirt and the little cherry blossom in the hair.
I
So
know.
sweet, so adorable.
Yeah, that one might be my favorite.
Yeah, I think for me as well. Speaking of Stitch, the team at Diamond Select Toys has a new piece of trouble for us to embrace, huh?
Yeah, this is a new 3D bust. It's part of their Diamond Select Toys' Disney Legends collection. And this is going to be available for pre-orders starting on Thursday. But yeah, we got to do the exclusive reveal this morning. And I love how colorful this is. He's arriving later this fall 2025. But how perfect, right before the movie comes out, that we're releasing this or getting a look at the figure.
And if
Yeah.
you're trying to get an idea of the scope, they call this a half scale. So we're dealing with the full height of this being like right at 8 inches. See, they got the nice little guide for you over there. You have scrump at the bottom of this bust, along with a few little coconuts like they sip on in the film, along with some beautiful flowers to kind of represent that beauty of Hawaii, which is the setting for Stitch. But yeah, this is one of those where it looks like Stitch could just reach out and give you a nice big lick right
I
there.
know. Yeah, and then this, because it's a collector's item, this is limited to 1,000 pieces. There's a Joe Allard was the artist, and Joe Mena is the sculptor. This is going to set you back about $200, but like we're saying, it's that half scale. You're about 8 inches, so it's going to be a nice display piece for your collection.
Mhm. Very, very beautiful to add to any Stitch lover home. Over at Walt Disney World, it is time for Flower and Garden, which means orange stuff.
Yeah, this looks so comfortable to me. I hope it's as cozy as it looks, because, or maybe cozy is not the right word, but
No,
like
no, it does. It does look cozy. I agree with you.
it looks like it would be super comfortable to wear. And
Yes, this is what I want when I'm late, when I'm sitting on the couch binging a fantastic show, much as I did over the weekend. I have binged quite a few episodes of some shows I'd heard about and hadn't checked out myself yet. So, yep.
Perfect. Yes. So yeah, that's exactly what I would want to wear too.
So we have some bright oranges. It's a little bit of celebration of citrus, which makes sense. It's Florida. You gotta celebrate the citrus stuff. And then lug with
Hmm.
their small crossbody bag with the buzzy bee.
Yeah, Spike the Bee. I think it's interesting that they're highlighting this character, but it kind of makes sense. They've done Orange Bird, they've done Figment, so some of the lesser, well, they're not lesser known within the Disney community, but a you know a generic's not the right word. A general Disney fan might not know. Someone who likes visiting the parks, who recognizes what Disney stuff is, might not know who Spike the Bee is. So I think it's interesting that Lug is embracing that trend for
Yes.
their bags.
And they also have a variety of Alice in Wonderland items popping up. The butterfly on these ears is beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's a great color. I like how this looks a lot. I don't need more ears, and Alice isn't my particular favorite, but I'm very fond of this.
Oh, but hey, I want to share. We actually Disney sent us some ears. Look,
Ooh, is that the Cinderella ones?
these are the Cinderella ears. Look at that. There's a little tag thing. Well, the little tag. There's the ginormous tag, so that you know the 75th ears. Look at how they sparkle and twinkle, Becca.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, no, they're really lovely. I will tell you, you can see the dimension on these, and
Yes.
that is like a plastic
Okay.
on there, some sort of maybe like kind of a translucent resin that picks up the sparkle. Not only do you have kind of the geodesic
Mhm.
element, I'm going to call it, picking up the sparkle, but it's also got a bit of a glitter facade to it as well, like a
Ooh.
pattern, not facade, a glitter pattern within it as well. You have the sequined ear bow here, and then a heart that sparkles as well. But let me tell you, so these ears are
Mhm.
hefty.
Okay.
So these are traditional ears, right?
Yes.
Just with nothing, just the nice little bow or whatever. These are about maybe two and a half ounces.
Okay.
Okay. You add a little bit of lighting effects like you do for the
Yes.
bayou ears, right? These are leather ears, a little bit fuller ear. You got a little bit of lighting effect on it. These are right around 3 ounces.
Okay.
These are 9 ounces.
9? I thought you were gonna say, like, 5 or something. 9?
When I put these on the same scale as these, they weighed in at 9 ounces because you have these ears that have some heft, and then you have
Okay.
this nice little metal uh, on the side, this plastic, just all the elements together. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I
So
think
it's a little bit
my hat was like 3. I put my hat on, it was like 3. So yeah. So but they are pretty. They're weighted well. When I walked around, they didn't like flop. I
that's
put
good.
them on my head. They like, they stayed. They weren't gonna just like flop all over the place. They're nicely balanced. Um, but yeah,
Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe that.
I
That's
could that was what I said when I picked them up. I was like, whoa, no, they don't light up. These
aw.
don't light up. Which was what I based on the design that I'd seen and the pictures and stuff. I felt like, but no, they're just pretty. They just pick up the light, nice. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Kyle's all. I wonder what Becca's Loki ones weigh.
Those
No,
are not they're not 9 ounces. Where are they right now? I can't even they're probably in the basement.
so yeah, so yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd share with you. So yeah, they don't light up and they have some weight to them. So those were the two surprising things. When I looked at them online, they did not appear that. But thank you, Disney, for sending those our way. I love Cinderella, so I was grateful for a new pair of ears. Let's see, Becca. Hey, Robert from Canada. You need it? Yes. Everybody needs a Disneyland. So
Yep.
yeah. Yep, I
I know.
agree.
That would be really cool.
So maybe soon we'll all be able to go like through Meta, right? They'll have like a Meta Disneyland. We'll just sit in our front living rooms all at Disneyland together through headsets,
Yeah. That
right?
I mean
Hey, I got an opportunity to go to Cosm in LA, and that screen is so big and enormous and all. I was thinking you could do a lot of VR fun, like not VR, but a lot of like immersive fun in a location like that. And if that kind of trend picks up, that could be fun. You never know. Um, I'm gonna hop over to Toy Story celebrations. Becca, what do you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, we have a new collection that launched today from Roosevelt's. This is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Toy Story, and they have a lot of shirts here. That is, Tony was very excited by this shirt. He's our animation guy, and anytime there's like concept art, he's in love. So
Yeah, no, this is beautiful.
this is so cool that they feature the various characters and kind of that, what they looked like before they officially made it to the screen.
Um,
Um,
they they also lean into like kind of stylized versions, not
mhm.
they aren't sticking with either kind of like off the film or development. They're also taking the characters and moments and kind of realizing them in a stylized way. For example, here you have kind of, I would call this almost like graffiti art style, like
Yeah.
what you might expect to see on a building as you're walking around town, and it's that action scene where they're being chased by the dog whose name is not coming to mind as they're on RC flying down the hallway.
The shirt's called Escaping Scud. So I think that,
Okay, I'm going to
and,
look.
and I say, I think the dog's name is Scud. Yeah, that sounds right. It's been a while since I've seen Toy Story, but yes.
No, the squeaking shark does not lack representation within this collection. So a lot of different ones. Was there any that jumped out to you as a favorite, Becca?
I mean, I really like all of them, but yeah, nothing. Well, no, the alien one. There we go. That's the one.
Okay, I'm almost to it.
I mean, they're all good. We've got Pizza Planet represented here. We've got yeah, we did Escaping Scud. They have one called Drop where they're all under the cones as they're making their
Oh, that
way.
one's so
I
cute. Let me
think
pull
that
that
was
one up real quick. There you go.
yeah.
They're like doing that run across the street under the cones. But
Yep.
I'm with you, Becca. This is the one that grabbed my heart the fastest.
Yeah. No, it's a really good color scheme. I like
Mhm.
that the aliens aren't colored in.
Mhm.
Not that it would make me love her the shirt any less, but yeah, it's a really great design.
I love how it's harder to tell in the screen here, but when you see it, it's you've got this deep color, full realized like outline drawing of the
Mhm.
character, but then underneath it, in kind of that familiar little green men green,
Yes.
you have just a really basic sketch
Yes.
of the character kind of layered underneath this deep color and then obviously on this blue background. So it's a really pretty color palette. They also have a t-shirt with this
Mhm.
pizza planet and kind of the neon green and purple on a black background. So really striking
Yes.
color palette for the Pizza Planet shirt. So that's a full collection from Roosevelt's celebrating 30 years. So be sure to check out our article. That'll be linked below, and you
Mhm.
can see the entire collection. Right now on ESPN is TGL Golf. I have it recording so I can catch it once I get off air. So don't spoil it for me.
I
Tiger
haven't seen it, so
Tiger was reportedly going to be returning for this particular match, so I am excited. But I have fell in love with TGL Golf yesterday. Oh, they changed up the hammer rules. I know it's totally off topic, but they changed up the hammer rule for this new sport of golf, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But over at Walt Disney World, they have unveiled a new collection of Disney golf.
yeah, actually some of it is also available at Disney Store.
Oh,
And
cool.
so it's really nice though to be able to see it in person.
Mm-hmm.
And they have more items available at Walt Disney World, as we're saying. Yeah, I like this. This is fun color palette. You got, those really nice deep blues and greens, kind of that classic Argyle on some of the other items
Yeah.
that feels very golf like.
I like the sweater vest.
Yes.
with the Mickey very in tune, very focused on his shot there. Donald always pleasant in his demeanor, reacting to a shot that must have gone awry, or for all I know, it was a good shot, and it's still how he reacted. So.
Right? Yeah. Because yeah, it didn't maybe it wasn't a hole in one and that's what he was going
Correct.
for. And he's
Yeah.
just like, they're like, you're still under par. And he's like, no,
No,
perfection or nothing.
right? It's not good enough. Meanwhile, I'm envisioning that Pluto could be quite a problem out on the course, whether chasing the ball, ripping up the flag before you're ready. It's like, come on, guy.
Yep. Yep. Or
So,
maybe he's just trying to be helpful here.
oh, okay, cut him some slack, give him the benefit of the doubt. Pluto, the ever helpful Pluto. But I like Mickey reading the green here.
Yes.
Deeply, deeply in focus on the green. I see that he is like lay down on it and investigate, not rip up a little bit of it and toss it in the air and see how the wind blows. This is measuring it down on the green. So this is a collection, like Becca says, available at Disney Store, but also at Walt Disney World. And unfortunately, when it comes to that Walt Disney World golf merchandise, there are stores. You got to be there. You got to
Yeah.
go to their little golf stores attached to their golf courses for whatever inventory that they have there. They don't offer like a mail order or call in or anything. So if it's not over on Disney Store, and if you're a golf fan, stop by them while you're traveling at Walt Disney World and check out the little golf shop, the pro golf shops there. You might find some Disney related merchandise that you haven't seen elsewhere, because like I say, they don't do mail order. Sometimes these items make their way to Disney Store, but often it just is right there within the golf shop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that brings us to one of the adventures that we took this weekend. My husband is a big fan of the Disney princess, the Disney princesses, and Bath and Body Works. And so we were there when the doors opened so that he could check out the new collection. He ranked them.
Mm-hmm.
I will not spoil his ranking. We will link it below so that you may investigate it yourself. But I thought, since we went and I got to check out a few myself, I thought I'd share with you a little bit, Becca. Look,
Cool.
the design on this bottle, we've got some dragonflies, we got some water lilies fitting with Tiana. For Moana, you have the beautiful flowers. You've got her watercraft on there, but they went with a really nice palette. They didn't go like, I don't know, pretty pastel per se,
Sure.
kind of a play on that. So, you have the nice, this is Cindy, there's Cinderella.
Oh, that's
So you've got
pretty.
the glass slipper, you've got the carriage. And then each one had a little slogan to celebrate the princess. And so when you were in the shop, it had a mirror that had like, I am kind, and then Cinderella signature on it, and the signatures on the back of the bottle, along with kind of her key characteristics: kind, optimistic, hopeful. For Moana, they focus on driven, adaptable, independent. And for Tiana, they focused on talented, passionate, a dreamer. So yeah, there's 5 of them. I just grabbed the 3 that were my favorites because this one is the kind of base note to me is gardenia, and I love gardenia. So this is a beautiful floral. I would say there isn't a miss in the set.
Okay.
I loved every single one of them. Some I liked more than others. This for me was very floral. The Moana, as you would expect, it feels like what you would want if you were, at a tropical resort.
Okay.
Right? If you're like, it's got the plumeria is nice in it, but it doesn't feel heavily it doesn't feel like as floral as I thought. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's just Hawaii. It's just Polynesian. It's pretty without being too heavily floral. And this one's very clean. This one
Or
is
the Tiana.
Tiana. It reminds me of what you would like, how a high-end hotel smells.
Okay.
So just and the description on this one is water lily, amber, and bayou woods. So it's not, when you read it, it doesn't have a really distinct, familiar smell that comes to mind. And then the other aspect of this are the wallflowers. And I thought I'd share with all of you. I picked up the Castle one. So this is the wallflower unit. This is its size, right? Typically the wallflower would fit into here, and then you plug it in, it warms, and that's what shares the fragrance. Let me grab the outlet real quick. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up because of the lighting. So let me see if I can turn these lights away for a moment. Let me see. Let me turn this, and y'all get to watch in real time. Let's see if I can get it dark enough, because it's also a projector. So when you, so see how behind it, it has like the stars.
Yeah.
Kind of projecting on it. So
I can see that. Oh, that's
yeah,
so cool.
So it's really, really pretty. But the price on this is a warmer that'll put you back 40. That's the
wow.
price on it. So yeah. So that because it's got that projector element, so it's illuminated castle, golden turrets, and then that projection element. You can see kind of what the gobo kind of design is that projects on there. So and then the fragrances themselves are purchased separately, and they can fit within within the structure like any other wallflowers do.
So is the castle? I'm looking at the photos from Doobie's article. Is the castle just or it's part of Tiana?
I think it was kind of just princess. I didn't feel like it fit within. I don't think it was a specific, because Tiana had a water, because the princesses each had kind of an icon that was a smaller price point, a smaller size. So like Cinderella had a glass slipper.
Yes.
Ariel had a tail fin. Belle, the rose, Becca, is really beautiful. I think Doobie may have sneaked a picture into the article, but I'm not sure. But the rose was really beautiful. By the way, I also know that Marshall out in Florida, I think we were actually there to we were actually able to go to an event, I believe, to kind of kick it off. Kyle, our editor, is in the comments, so maybe he can let me know if I'm misremembering that. But yes, typically my husband refers to these as flavors rather than fragrances. He describes his videos as tastings. But Kyle, our site editor, kind of was like, no, they're not flavors. Come
on. So I know you picked your 3 favorite to show us. Is there a clear winner for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Cinderella
for me. Yeah, because I am such a fan of gardenias. I even had some in my wedding bouquet.
Aww.
So yeah. Okay. As I suspected, Kyle has a link in the chat to the kickoff write-off. We will have a link to ranked beneath us when the time comes. But thank you. I wanted to kind of I'm just so happy that they're all great.
Yes. No, that's a huge plus, right?
So I was really expecting one of them to be like, oh no, what were they thinking with that? But no, they're all great, and I suspect my favorites are different than Doobie's. So you can go and find out. And while they all do have a floral nature to them, which I was kind of surprised. I thought perhaps they might lean into kind of their baked goods, but they really seem to stick within that kind of floral range with all of them. None of them were as just total, like I've walked into a flower shop as they can be. They're all like kind of, hints of floral, but definitely floral. If you are somebody who does not like it when it smells like a flower, these will not. The Tiana, Cinderella, Jasmine, Belle would not appeal to you. I would move more towards Moana and who's the other one? Ariel. Moana and Ariel. So those might be more your liking. Actually, Tiana is kind of more in that clean zone. Tiana and Ariel are very much in that clean zone, whereas the others are in that kind of ranging to that floral. Like I say, I was surprised that none of them hit that baked goods dynamic that for me, that's kind of how I break out the Bath and Body Works, right? The clean fragrances, the floral fragrances, the musky fragrances, and then your baked goods.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Oh, we're gonna move on to our next area, and that is Lego, right? Oh no, we have some totes first. Some cute
Totes
totes.
first. Yeah, just another look at, 2 more totes dropped this week. We have, character totes. We have Donald and Daisy, who have now joined the collection. Yeah, I like the Daisy one a lot. I like that it's slightly heart-shaped. Her bow is a lot of fun, and just like the, previous or the Mickey and Minnie ones, they have their signatures on the back, so there are autographs, which is super cool.
I like
Um,
Donald as number one.
Yep, exactly. So maybe, like we were saying, he was off Philly. He was upset about, he might still be in. He might have still won the golf game, but maybe no.
I get where you're going. It's like it wasn't perfect. It wasn't number one, so therefore I don't care and I will pout. Even here, he's got that like cantankerous face.
Uh huh.
So Celestino, our resident Donald Duck aficionado here at Laughing Place, prefers an angry Donald to a kind, gentler Donald. So he will be very happy to see the angry Donald is
Yes.
realized in this purse. Okay, this is something that I suspect might appeal to you. Maybe you had an affinity for Boy Meets World. It was not a show
No.
that I was very. I mean, it was kind of past my age group when it was the big thing.
Yeah, I came to it a little bit late.
Okay.
But but Kyle really likes it, and he's been rewatching it along with the Pod Meets World podcast. So So that's kind of fun. This is a Lego concept idea. So this is not an official set yet, but fans can vote. And yeah, we've got the whole crew here, including Mr. Feeney, the teacher and neighbor to the Matthews family.
He was
Um,
my favorite part of the show whenever I did see it.
he's so great. He's such a great character, and yeah, even watching back now as an adult, there's so much, like, I liked him when I was a teenager,
Mhm.
but you still really you have even more appreciation for him as an adult.
Okay, so my Boy Meets World story. I was watching WWE's recent event. I want to say it was the Royal Rumble,
Okay.
and Danielle was in the crowd along with Will, and they called out Danielle with the whole Chiron and everything, saluting her, and never mentioned Will, and I just felt so bad. I was like,
Aw.
oh, he's right there. Come on. What? But I think she was promoting something specific, so which is why she got the shout out and he didn't. But I was like, I know who it is. How
Right,
come? So,
right. You're like, "It's Ron Stoppable."
so you gotta also shout him out as well. Let's see. I am and watch. Somebody will write in and be like, it wasn't him, and I'll be okay, fine. Within the world of Simpsons, we have toothpaste.
Yes, toothpaste and a toothbrush. I had never heard of his smile, his smile, his smile. I don't know.
I'm
Um,
thinking it's High Smile.
High smile. Yeah, probably high smile. That makes more sense. I'd never heard of them before, but yeah, they have a collab with The Simpsons, and it just launched yesterday. Um, kind of
They like to bring dessert inspired toothpaste. They like to do toothpaste that aren't necessarily your typical mint based. So
okay.
you'll find things like chocolate or whatnot. Now, I will tell you, in my home, my teenage boy hates mint. So I have been very grateful for the influx of flavored toothpaste that are not minty,
Okay.
because for the longest time, it was very challenging to find a toothpaste that appealed to the palate of my boy. But I am curious. This one, everybody just describes it as kind of, oh, seriously? Oh, wait. So Kyle says it was Will. Even McAfee snubbed him when they met. So that's funny. Okay. Uh, but they're describing this as the purple squishy, that you would get at the, is it Quickie Mart, at the
Yeah.
Quickie Mart? But I can't figure out. I've been looking. I poked around. I tried to find like what does that taste like? Are we looking at something that's like grape? Are we looking at something like some mango? What kind of flavor are we looking at for this bright Simpson yellow container with a purple toothpaste? That was the hardest part for me in looking at it. I have a hard time. I I'm okay with variety of color, a
Uh-huh.
variety of flavors when it comes to my toothpaste. I I'm challenged when it comes to putting that all over my face, my teeth. And
Yeah, I don't know. I
yeah, see, the green ketchup, the purple ketchup. I was right there. Loved it. Loved having green ketchup. Loved having purple ketchup. Loved having purple and green ketchup on my fries. That was fun. Purple toothpaste. I'm not sure I can get behind. Geo, would you partake in purple toothpaste? Kyle, purple toothpaste. I think Doobie's already headed out. I know he has a gym appointment. So, but yeah, I don't know. I have to ask my teenager later if I could get him to try the purple toothpaste.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like it looks weird to me, but I there's some stuff where I'm like all for the fun and flavorful and the interesting take on things and other things where I'm like, nope, I like my traditional mint toothpaste, so let's not
Oh, I should right now in my in it's vanilla. Right now it's vanilla and it has a nice little picture of a vanilla ice cream cone on it, and that's what our teenager uses. Kyle's like, it's just too much toothpaste. The consistency, yeah, no, the consistency is unusual. Usually it's like the nice little kind of
Mhm.
like a Tootsie Roll
Mhm.
of toothpaste on your, on your has form. This is very flowy, almost like a lotion. I'm good with purple. See, you ate purple ketchup too, so there you go. But if you are a fan of The Simpsons, check out High Smile or His Smile,
Yeah,
or
I don't know. Probably high smile. That makes most sense.
they've got a special edition out now. Um, and we were able to highlight it. That's so much fun. They have so many good flavors. I was reading through their list of flavors earlier. There's some good ones. I'm like, I might have to give them a try because it seems like fun. It's leaning into that whole dynamic. There's much more of that kind of dessert taste, but not dessert item, kind of within the health industry, I guess.
Yeah.
Now we have some more Roosevelts because we wanted to represent Marvel a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, I know. To this week I don't have much for our usual other Disney brands or divisions here, but yes, there is an X-Men 97 collection from Roosevelt's. And this is inspired by the awesome series that debuted last year on Disney Plus. You've got all the X-Men there in their 90s glory, bright colors, and this is just a really fun collection, I think.
Yeah.
There's like a trading card element to some of the shirts, so I think that's really clever too.
They're diving in a little bit to that 8-bit
Yep.
visual representation as well with the characters. So a nice variety of X-Men 97 available to you. Once again, we'll have that linked below for you to check out. As we mentioned earlier, it's Cinderella's 75th. You may remember last week we featured a lot of Cinderella items, and I received one more in the mail that I can share with you all because it's in pre-order right now. So it's a beautiful
Ooh.
pop-up book. It's the artwork on the front and back. Actually, I'm quite fond of. They've this particular paper engineer Matthew Reinhardt has done some other Disney stories, princesses previously. We've seen, I want to say, Ariel. I know we've seen Ariel before, but these sculptures are very different than they were than when we were little. I mean, this is like
Oh, wow.
like a whole scene of of with dimension, even like on the back.
Oh
There's
my
like,
goodness.
yeah, to it. And then you also have, of course, the pull tab where things happen, like in this case, Cinderella
Yes.
runs away from the ball. Oh no. So yeah, no, it's a serious pop-up book. There's 5 different sequences in it that transform when you are going through the story. And then they also have like little storybook elements too that kind of you can pull it out, and then there's more of the story. So over the course of the book, you do actually get the whole retelling of the story beautifully done. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, but we'll have a link to it when it's available. But wanted to kind of tease you a little bit and let you know it's on the way. I want to say coming next week, February
okay.
25th, to Amazon. Pre-orders are available. We'll have a link below, and that's one of the cases where there is an affiliate relationship, so that we will receive a small affiliate commission if you make that purchase through us. We appreciate when you do so. But I'll be writing it up for the site closer to its release date, but wanted to give you all a heads up in the meantime. With that, Becca, we're gonna showcase the shopping list.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff at Disney Store again and at Disney Parks. Pinocchio 85th anniversary pins are available now. As we just mentioned, we covered a lot of Cinderella, but there's a roundup of the Cinderella collections that are available at Disney Store. There's also a new addition to the pastel fuzzy collection from Loungefly, and this time it's Winnie the Pooh. I believe Figaro is the next one who will be joining the collection, but we don't have a release date yet. So this is a Loungefly ear headband, and then also the fuzzy backpack. Then over at Epcot in the Creation Shop, there's a Critters collection. And so you've got characters like Bambi and then some beautiful flowers. So it's a really fun springtime designs to add to your wardrobe. Ashley Eckstein, she is a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland, and she has a collection at Epcot over in the UK Pavilion. And then there is Orange Bird and Figment, like little plush characters for the create your own headbands. I believe we briefly talked about that, but we actually have photos to show you. And then Toy Story has a bunch of new interactive action figures that are available at Disney Store, and we are highlighting Rex. So that one's pretty cool. If you're a fan of Hulu and Krispy Kreme, or you need something delicious to eat while you're streaming your favorite shows, there's, as of yesterday, Krispy Kreme and Hulu launched some movie snack donuts. So a couple of fun flavors, like a blue raspberry slush donut, caramel popcorn, cookie dough, and the double feature, which has like candy pieces on it for some extra fun there. And then there's a Ravensburger's Disney Villainous is expanding with their new Unstoppable line of games and stories. And finally, Marvel Legends fan stream. So this is a Hasbro action figure live stream is going to be this week, and there'll be a lot of exciting reveals what's coming to add to your Marvel collection.
There you go.
So,
Jeannie, you're asking about the Arribas brothers. I have not myself, but I know our team is in and out of Walt Disney World all the time, so I'm sure they are getting ready to capture some of that information on the Arribas brothers design your own pumpkin coach if we haven't yet highlighted on the site and I didn't see it myself. Kyle, you can pop in and let me know. Otherwise, I suspect it might be in our coverage to do, because there's always things happening all around Disney, and yeah, we are constantly updating the site with new information. Let's see, I'm going to suggest that you follow us here, because at 7:30 Pacific, Doobie and Gideon will be hosting a live Disney trivia contest. So lots of fun, mostly chatter. I mean, it's a conversation like you would have. It's like kind of a pub night. Have a little bit of fun, chatting about Disney and answering some trivia questions. So it's low stakes. You get a magnet if you get the top score. So, but lots of fun. With that, I will say tune in tomorrow morning for our Disney morning news. Otherwise, stop by Laughing Place for Disney news and information as always. And we will see you next time.